Okay everybody, here is feeding video end of July, part 3, starting out with the Lasiadora paraibana, suspected female, looking good. We will feed her a small male red runner, and she's a pouncer. She don't take no crap. She's starting to get some of that pink, where they get their name, the salmon pink bird eater. I'm filming on my normal. This is not the table I usually use to film. This is my work table, but it's bigger and longer than the little card table I was using. So I thought it would be easier for me with this tripod to do my feedings this way, because these enclosures are a little bit bigger than the smaller ones are. So okay, so we got one down. We have roughly in the neighborhood of 16 that we're feeding today, and that'll finish up. There'll be a few that I feed off camera, just because their enclosures are not really conducive to filming, so, and where they actually like to hide. Okay, so we're good with her, and we'll move on to the next. Okay. Next up is one of my favorite teas. This is the Euapolatrus campistratus, suspected male. Should pretty much hammer that. Yep, there he is. He's a looker. Definitely good looking tea. While I'm thinking of this, if everybody that's watching this, that watches KC Tarantula's videos, please keep his wife and him in your thoughts today. She had her surgery today. I guess it was an open heart surgery. I don't know what the issue was. I didn't really want to pry, but you know, please just send a good thought to him and his wife. Hopefully everything is smooth and she recovers quickly and successfully. Hopefully whatever she had to have done, they do a good job and take care of her. He's a really good guy. So I hate to see, you know, this stuff have to go on with people. It really does get me. I don't know why. I'm just a little bit of emotional, but yeah, I do want to wish him good thoughts, and I know most of you that watch my channel watch his channel too. So like I said, just think about him today and hope for a great outcome. Okay, so we got the Euapolatrus campistratus done. We got the Lasiadora paraibana. Let's move on. We're going to try and feed the Euapla species red. Not really. I doubt she's going to eat, let's put it that way. But I didn't think my Seriocosmus oreo was going to eat the other day either. So we've got to watch him do his little happy dance around there. Good hit. Came right out from underneath his little leaf. I'd love to have another one of these because I have a male. I really wanted this one to be female. This is one of the ones, and the Homeoema species blue, which we'll feed later on, is another one I think is a male, but I'm really hoping is a female. I don't think it is, but we'll try. Okay, so let's move on. So as promised, here is the Euapla species red female. Yeah, you're not seeing her. There she is right there. She is a I want to get out all the time spider, as most of them are. We'll see if she possibly might be hungry. It's highly unlikely. No, we don't want you out. You get back down in there. Go on. I know you want to come out, but there's really no need for you to come out. There's nothing exciting out here. Where'd that little roach go to? I'm going to wreck your house just to find that little bugger. There it is. I'll probably put these back and the roach will go right back here, you watch. She hasn't eaten in quite a while. You're not seeing anything, are you? Yeah, she hasn't eaten in some time. Give her some water while we're waiting. Sorry for the focus issues there. Forgot to put water with the Ecampus, so we're going to do that here once again, I don't think she's going to eat. I just keep trying every couple of weeks with her. I'll leave this in here and then we'll check on her later today or tomorrow. Last time the roach was still in there, so I removed it, I think after a day, maybe 2 days, and fed it to somebody else. So, okay, we're going to let her be. Okay, ooh, yeah, gotta watch him. Or her, I think this is a her, Brachypelma vagans. Good night. Man, they're hammers. I always call these the tank of the Brachypelma species because they will just hit anything. This one's a little sketchy. This is the one I rehoused not too long ago. It gave me a threat posture when I was doing it. I still recommend these as a beginner species. Again, they can be a bit skittish and a little bit more defensive than most brackies, but they're really good eaters. They grow at a decent size. They're bulletproof as far as their husbandry, dry. You can see, even though I'll put water in there, it'll be dirted up tomorrow. They're not real fond of the water, but you got to keep giving it to them just so they have it. What they do with it is up to them. But he's very, I think this is a she, I'm pretty sure, is very active with this food. Usually it's just a little in the same spot, just go around in circles. I'm kind of worried about, well, she is silking. Trying. Put you guys down here so I can, you're watching me instead of the spider. Just kind of wandering about the enclosure. Hasn't tried climbing the sides yet. So they kind of know their boundaries for the most part. Okay, they kind of know their home based on whatever it is. I don't know. I really don't know how they know. You know, I mean, other than the silk that they lay down to let them know where they're at, but now it's doing, I think it's praying. I think it's just said a prayer. The recently deceased roach. Okay, so we're doing good with the feeders. These spiders here are all pretty good feeders, so we should get some really good. This will probably be the best out of the 3 videos that I did. These are all really good eaters. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Next up is Miko, Nandu caropoensis. We're going to go with a dubia for this one. Uh-oh, dubia went right under. I don't think Miko took it though. I didn't see Miko move. I haven't seen Miko out in a little while actually. There's a little bit of webbing in here. I can't really tell. Let me get my flashlight so I can check out in there. See what Miko's doing. Oh, now we're probably not going to see anything. Oh, there's Miko. This light actually gives you a little better view, doesn't it? Yeah. Somewhat. So Miko didn't want that dubia, so what I'm going to try is a small mealworm. Let's see if Miko will take that as a small meal. Okay. One more try. Yep. Okay, that's probably better anyway. Miko's a little bit large in the old abdominal area. Not too big, but I'm trying to be selective about these dubias because the last set that I traded out, then I fed a bunch of adults out. I think I only have, let's see, 1, 2. That's all I have is 2 adult females. So I have to let these other ones grow up so that they can pair and breed. So the dubias are probably going to be put off to the side. I mean, the small ones I can feed off, but the larger juveniles I'm going to have to just let live. And I'll probably put the roach colony away somewhere dark and quiet, and just make sure I feed them and keep them watered. You know, gel or fruit, whatever it may be. Okay, on to the next. Okay, next up is Obi, Brachypelma hamori. He's just a hammer too. He don't take no crap. I mean, he has been a good feeder from day one. Never had problems with him eating until he goes into pre-molt, and it's pretty evident because he just walks away. He'll turn away from food. He's coming after the water. Don't. You're not going anywhere. You have food. Eat it in your home. I still haven't found what I'm looking for as far as a hide. I think I'm going to take a couple of the smaller cork bark rounds, or not cork bark, but the half log rounds. They're smaller ones. I'm going to like bust them and then put a piece in the middle just to give it a little bit more. But he didn't use his last hide either, so not that he wouldn't, but he didn't use the last hide. When he was a sling, he dug, stayed underground pretty much all the time until he was hungry, and once he got to about the 1-inch size, he was up top all the time. So Brachypelma hamori, the Mexican red meat. Let's move on to possibly the Gramostole pulchripes, depending on how big he looks. Okay, this is Anakinensis. Oh yeah, I'm dropping the mealworm. Just going to give him a small mealworm. This is the male Gramostole pulchripes. This is the spider of the species, genus, that I recommend first when I recommend a beginner tarantula. It's right there. Right here. Down here. There you go. See, he moves his water dish. He likes to actually drag it from where I put it to where he wants it. It's a game we play. In the end, he usually wins. Alrighty. I'm gonna give him some water. See if I can get a Nice snapshot of them. And we'll move on to next. Okay, well hopefully this one will come out. This is the Davis Penaloris female. Actually, not quite sure. Oh, she's burrowed underneath the back leaves back there. So, back there, you could see, maybe you can't, she's dug right there, and then she goes back underneath here. So hopefully this roach will entice her to come out. Oh yeah, there she is. Boom. She was hiding right underneath the log. There she is. Let's move this over here. She's the female, and Nyack is the male. They're roughly the same size. She might be just a touch bigger than he is. He'll look bigger because he's in a smaller container than she is, but they're about the same size. I put her in here because this would be sufficient for her. They get roughly around 4 inches as a female, so this would be perfectly fine with her, for her to be in here. So yep, there's her. Another good takedown. I don't know how much we saw of that, but give you guys a quick zoom in. Beautiful species. This is one of my favorites, and they're, you know, a lot of people have them, but because they're so cheap and readily available, not a lot of people actually get them and show them off. I think they're fascinating, gorgeous spiders. Really easy to keep. Again, you keep them on dry side. You can dampen, which I will, the one corner, but they don't. Mine have never gone to the damp side. So, okay, let's. I'm gonna take a couple pictures again and move on. Okay, here is the Encycritella spolivacea. I can't remember the common name. I'm sorry. I'll have all this stuff written down and have my notebook done soon. It just never remember some of the common names of some of these. Here we come. I see you. One of my top 10 favorites. This dude's awesome. I am so glad that I decided to go ahead and get one of these. Look at that. Another great takedown. Oh, we're doing good. This is probably going to be one of my best feeding videos ever. Alrighty, so we'll move right. Okay, Homoeoma species blue. Again, the common name. I think there's a couple. Maybe the blue zebra or the Peruvian blue, or I'm not even really sure, to be honest with you. Common names. Hopefully we'll be able to see them feed and then get a nice close-up. And missed it. Wow. Wow. Well, I hope this comes out on film. I really do. I hope you guys can see this. The colors are just unbelievable. Okay, well, I gotta take a picture of this before he decides to move on me. So, okay, I'll just let you see him for another minute. I get to see him all the time, I guess. Okay, now I gotta take a picture. Okay, so I got my picture. I thought I'd let you guys see him some more. Again, a suspected male. Hopefully a female. I don't want to have to order another one, but I will. If this one turns out male, I will look for another one. I hope you guys could see this. It's got the orangish parts there, not really orange, but kind of orangish on the, which would be what the fore of the opithosoma, the abdomen, the front part where it meets the carapace. And then the blue, of course, and then the zebra stripes on his legs are actually orangish. Blue on his legs are just unreal. Goodness. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Oh, I forgot somebody. I needed to feed the fawn, or yeah, and then do Colorado velocis. So we're going to sneak this in the middle somewhere. So this isn't actually saying goodbye. I already did that. But we're going to try and get her out. She's big. She found that thing under the leaf. She got through the leaf to get that. Okay, I don't know if you guys caught that, but I'm going to water her, take some pictures, and see you later. So here's Nyack. This is the male. That was Penaloris. We'll definitely confirm in the next molt to be sure. Didn't look anything female. The goal with this spider is to keep him in here. He's very skittish. Hopefully that worm will... There he is in the corner there. Trying to just focus on where the worm is so that... Come on, Nyack. Before that thing starts to burrow on you. I don't give him worms very often. See, now it's going to start to burrow. Exactly what we didn't want. Again. Get the silk off of them. We'll put the worms now right in front of Nyack. He is not making any attempt. Penaloris are really good eaters. I would have expected him to hammer that thing by now, really. Let me move him just a touch. Try and do this so you can see him a little bit better. It's not really having anything to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to pause you. We'll get a roach. See if I can find something small and get in there with him. He just may not want the worm. Okay, so now that he's out, you can see his abdomen. It's a lot longer than it normally is for him. So I'm thinking he possibly is going into a pre-molt situation, which if he is, God, I want to get him out of here before that happened. So I may have to rehouse him in this state. I don't really want to, but I think I'm going to have to. Because if he molts again in this and matures, he's going to be, you know, a 3-inch spider in this little tiny enclosure, and I don't want that. So that's probably what's going to have to happen here, is I'm going to have to rehouse him. So I'm going to get the Chalcodes down. We're going to try feeding her, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put him in and go ahead and get him in there. Okie dokie. There is Celine. Put this lid somewhere close. She likes to walk too. We're going to go ahead and use that mealworm for her. See if she doesn't take it, that's going to make me wonder if she's in pre-molt. Nope, she's going to take it. That's good. If she eats this, I think we'll go ahead and pair the male. The worm stopped moving. Oh, here we go. Yummy, yummy. Just a small little worm. That's all you're getting. And some water. Okay, so let's get a close up of her. Mike. There is Celine. This will be the female that we pair your male with. And hope for the best. I hope Mojave is a romanticizer or romancer, because she likes long walks in the substrate, candlelight dinner with roaches, and then maybe, just maybe, she might let him do his thing. So that's it for today. Next video will be my 10 favorite spiders in my collection, and these are just personal specimens, not necessarily favorite genus or anything like that, just the favorite spiders that I have here. I think we'll be able to see most of them, we'll hope anyway, so we'll get working on that probably Friday. And I'm going to get this one put together and uploaded tonight. Hope this was a enjoyable video. Hope everybody got to see some great takedowns. We had some really good ones actually in this one. So, okay, that's just the hardest part, is always like ending my videos. I don't know why, and I just say goodbye and see ya. I do like the dark ending, say bye 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 and be gone. But I just keep talking, don't know why. Okay, so here we are, the end of this. Celine, Bonapelma chalcodes, desert blonde, Arizona blonde, Mexican blonde, some kind of blonde. Not a Marilyn Monroe blonde, but blonde she is. So have a great day, rest of your week, and upcoming weekend. We will see everybody soon. Later. Okay, folks. Grammostola species mall. At least that's what we thought. I think that's what we got. Molted. Finally. Finally. Here's the molt. We're going to sex it. Pretty sure it's female though. This will confirm. Gorgeous. Alright, I'm going to put her away, let her recover for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then we'll get her in a feeding video.